GT Advertising, first and foremost, Gali and Tino are my friends. We're doing great things to move tribal government gaming forward, helping our communities. And my great friends will be the first to tell you their commitment to our spirit of sovereignty and to our Native American youth. We want to do business in Indian country, we want to do good things, but we also want to look out for Indian country. We can count on GT Gaming for that.
It's not complicated at all. It's actually rather simple. All we did is upload our data, and in 3 weeks we get a whole bunch of emails that we've never had before from our guests we haven't talked to in months or years, and literally can now have a way to communicate with them that we didn't have, and the cost is literally pennies on the dollar to get that information. So not as only easy, it's cost effective, and the return on investment is great.
I've worked with them at, I think, 5 properties now. One of the first 3 or 4 phone calls I make is always to GT Advertising, because it's a recurring theme. My database isn't complete. I'm missing a lot of information, and I know that I can count on these guys to get it up to where it needs to be.
Our experience here at Station Casinos was great with the data append. We did have a little bit of skepticism going into the entire process, as it was something that our team had never done before, nor the corporation. So taking a big chunk of sensitive data was very unsure for us as to what we would, receive back, how it would continue to have kind of that integrity, the data integrity, as well as how quickly and how accurately we would get this information back. And we had great results. We had over a 40% match rate, which was beyond what we had anticipated. So we would highly recommend anybody doing this for any section of their database. We plan on utilizing it for different segments of our database now that we have seen the proof in action.
Well, we've tremendously grown the number of email addresses we can market to. Sometimes customers can be a little hesitant to give us their email address when they sign up, but yet we've found that when we do have their email address through this method, they're happy to receive communications from us, and it's definitely driven more visits to the property. They're great to work with. They're different than a lot of our other vendors in that they've been in our shoes, so they ask all the right questions, and they've really held our hand and walked us through the process and made it really easy. Very easy to show an ROI right away.